Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Living Powerfully Community Tuesday Live. And I'm Dr. Shelley Nash. It's great to have you with me today for our mindset topics that we do weekly in this group. So if you ever have something you want me to talk about, just send me a DM. And we'll see if we can fit it into the schedule for Tuesday Live topics. So when you come on, please let me know you're here and say something in the chat so I can say hi to you. And today, we're talking about your secret thoughts hold the key. This was a huge, big aha moment I had over the weekend in my study, and I thought I'm going to bring it to you today and what I've been learning about this topic. So you're here because you are in a like-minded group with other powerful women trying to take your life to the next level. And what I do in my coaching business is help high-achieving women really unlock their genius and to really 10x their income and really establish self-belief and mindset mastery in order to help them claim the success that they truly want and deserve. So if that's you, you're in the right place. You're going to learn a lot of amazing mindset tips to help you in your success, in your road to your goal. So let's talk about this subject. Your secret thoughts hold the key. What does that mean to you anyway? Your secret thoughts hold the key. I just think it's a very intriguing title. Hello, thanks for joining, Rundle. I wanted to tell you a little bit about my story first off, because maybe you'll identify with this and some parts of it be similar to your story. But I spent so many years studying the mind and body connection, reading self-help books, going to seminars, workshops, and really doing so many trainings on personal development. That was my life for over 35 years, along with other work I was doing. And so I was very well versed in the lingo, in the words, in knowing that what we think about comes about. I consciously knew that. It made so much sense to me. It just made sense. What you think about comes about. What you think about, you create. We all really kind of resonate with it because it's the truth, but I really didn't know how to do it, how to make my thoughts become my reality. And I had a lot of ideas about it. I tried some things. I would go back and forth, up and down with my results. And it just became really frustrating after a while because I thought I was doing all the right things, and yet I wasn't getting what I wanted. And I would think, why isn't this working for me? Is there something wrong with me? Why am I not getting the results I see other people getting? So I finally found the keys. I finally found the answers for this. And I'm finally on, a consistent trajectory of going for what I want and getting what I want. And what I'm here to tell you is that once you learn these certain keys, you will start getting your results that you want, and it will be exponential. You will get them faster and faster and faster as you go along in this understanding, because you're building on this solid information that you know. So let's unpack this. So as you think, so you are. And a lot of this material today I got from a book called As a Woman Thinketh by James Allen, which is the companion book to As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, and another book called Your Invisible Power by Genevieve Beran. It's the inspiration for me to share this with you. Both of those books have been around a long time. So this information is not new, but you may be hearing it for the first time. So as you think, so you are. And it's not, and this is what I was struggling with through all the years in my life, is that it's not what you tell people you think, or it's not what you wish people believed you think. You may be putting on outer appearances or a false facade, maybe hiding behind the outer appearance of you, and having these secret thoughts that aren't supporting you to get what you want in your life. So it's really these innermost thoughts that you have that get you the results you want. So all the affirmations in the world are not going to get you to a new level if your innermost thoughts are not congruent with what you say you want. So these are the thoughts that you have in the middle of the night, in the privacy of your own room, with yourself, with your creator, with your God, your spirit. You and you alone know what your secret thoughts are, or you might be unconscious to these secret thoughts. They may be running around in the back of your mind. You haven't really become aware of them, but these thoughts are the ones that get you the results. So all the exterior stuff that you're doing, and if you're feeling frustrated by it, is not what's getting you the results. So it's the innermost thoughts. And this just gave me so much pause this weekend, because it's that congruency between what we say we want, but what we believe is possible for us. It's a lot about belief. I say I want to 10x my income, but do I really believe that I can? Do I really believe I'm capable of it? That's for other people and not for me. Like, what's the inner chatter going on in your mind about the goal that you set for yourself? And so that's where the incongruency comes. And so your inner mechanism works on the thoughts that are deeply planted in your subconscious mind. So the ones that you're just holding in your conscious mind that you want, the goals that you're going for, whether it's to lose weight, make more money, or whatever it is, it's on the surface level. And so you have to get congruent with that surface level goal from the inside and from the inside out, and really believe that it's possible and that it's true for you. And so this takes extreme honesty on your part. You have to be super honest, because this is where everything is coming from, these innermost thoughts. So it takes honesty. It takes having some awareness. It takes a little bit of digging deep within yourself to what's the truth of what I believe is possible for me. And then getting yourself congruent with both the inner and outer beliefs. As you think, you become. So I'm going to go through a little bit more description of this. So what are your innermost thoughts? The hidden thoughts, the secret thoughts, the unconscious thoughts that you're having. And it's your results that tell you what those thoughts are. So the results that are showing up in your life, the results that are showing up in your body, your current results that you have in your life are based on your previous thinking up till this very moment. So 2 weeks ago, 1 month ago, your current results are based on previous thinking you had. And one of the biggest problems that most people have is they keep focusing on their current results. Say you're making, I don't know, $3,000 a month, and you want to go to $5,000 a month, but you keep focusing on the 3,000 that you're making. And because the 3,000 you're making now, you know how to do, you've created 3,000 a month before based on your thinking process that you have. In order to go to 5, in order to go to a greater number, for one thing, it's going to be uncomfortable. And that pulls you back, but you have to start thinking differently, feeling differently, acting differently in order to go to a greater goal. So that's one of the biggest problems most people have, is they think that they try to make new goals based on their current thinking process, and their current thinking process gets them their current goal, their current result. And so to make a new result, you have to have a new thinking process, a new feeling process, a new way you act and behave. And we are held back by creating that new because the old is so comfortable. It's so familiar to ourselves. We call it a comfort zone for a reason, but that comfort zone is what's holding you back. You've probably heard this. You have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. because your goal is somewhere you've never been before. So automatically it's going to be uncomfortable to get there. And you have to get better and better at being comfortable, being uncomfortable. So how does all this work? I want to explain it to you. I can't draw for you. I guess I could have got my drawing board out, but I want you to imagine this. So I want you to imagine or draw on a piece of paper next to you that think of yourself as a stick figure. And in this stick figure, you're going to have one big circle on the top, and that's going to represent your head, the head of your stick figure. And you're going to have a smaller circle below it. That's going to represent your body. You're going to connect the bigger circle to the smaller circle with a line, and the vertical line, that's going to be the connection between your mind and your body. And then you're going to put arms and legs on the smaller circle, 2 arms, 2 legs, and it's going to look like what we call a stick man or a stick woman in this case. So then you're going to draw a horizontal line across the big circle, just straight across. So you can imagine yourself as this stick figure. The big circle represents your mind. We think of it as our head. It's not really just our head. Our mind is all over our body. It's in every cell of our body. But for this instance, we think in pictures. So having this picture is going to really help you understand this process. So you're drawing this picture, and then every single day you have the opportunity to think positive thoughts or negative thoughts. Energy comes to you and you get to choose positive or negative. Which way are you going to go? And this is what we call the law of polarity. You get to choose which side of the law of polarity you're going to be on, whether you're going to be in a negative flow or a positive flow. So I want you to think of your mind also as a garden. This is such a great analogy because we all know about gardens. And in a garden, you can plant weeds or you can plant flowers even right next to each other, and they will grow. They both grow at equal, sometimes the weeds better than the flowers. But the mind doesn't care whether you plant flowers or weeds. In the negative aspect of the mind, for example, if you're letting worry and doubt and fester, it eventually becomes fear. And that fear leads to an anxiety in your body, that vibration of anxiety in your body, that nervousness, that chaos, that uncomfortableness. So when you are planting negative in your mind, that's the pattern that you end up going through. Anxiety that then leads to depression, and your body is in this negative vibration. So when you plant positive in your mind, things like I know, I can, I will, and you back it by a big desire for something that you really, really want, then that's going to produce a sense of well-being, a sense of creation, and that's going to get you a positive result, the result you want. So when you plant seeds in the garden of your mind, whether it's negative or positive, it will produce that like result. So any thoughts that you don't block and you get emotionally involved with them get planted into what we call the feeling or the emotional mind, the subconscious mind. And anything that is planted in the emotional subconscious mind is going to be recreated in either your body or your results that you have in your life. So what we do in order to get them into the subconscious mind, we do a lot of repetition of the negative or the positive thoughts. Maybe you have this unconscious thought of I'm not enough, or I'm not good enough, or who do I think I am? And that's kind of constantly running and running and running and running. And it's running so much that you're not even aware that it's running. But if you don't block it, it's running and it's growing in your subconscious mind. And so you're always producing results that corroborate with the fact that you're thinking, I'm not enough, I'm not enough, I'm not enough. And then you're getting the results that corroborate that tell you that. And so when you focus on that result, it keeps happening over and over and over again. And that's what we call insanity. Trying to get a different results, but, expecting a different results, but doing the same thing over and over again gets you the same result. even though you expect and want a different result. That's the definition of insanity. And so your body also, like symptoms in your body, like I studied mind body when I was a chiropractor, because symptoms in your body actually come from your mind and emotions as well. So whatever symptom you're having in your body, in your health, in your wellness, whether it's positive or negative, it has come from a vibration that came from an emotion or a feeling and an original thought. And so if you think of the stick figure as you as the stick figure, it's basically you're thinking something, you're impressing it on or planting it into your subconscious mind, the garden of your mind, and then it impresses into your body as a vibration. You have the vibration of anxiety, or you have the vibration of well-being. And when your body is in this vibration, then the cells, every cell of your body creates health based on, are you in a negative vibration or a positive vibration? And so that's a little bit about health and wellness. But also, when your body is in a certain vibration, you take actions based on that vibration. And those actions that you take put a vibration out into the world. And you've heard of law of attraction. Well, underneath law of attraction is what we call the law of vibration. And the law of vibration is what really attracts. So the vibration you're in is the vibration that you attract, like attracts like, back to you. And so you have more and more of the same vibration. So go back to the innermost thoughts that you're having, these secret thoughts that you're having, maybe your unconscious thoughts that you're having, the hidden thoughts that you're having. Those are the thoughts that are being planted in the subconscious mind, being planted in the garden, and they're growing and growing and growing and growing because they're continuing. You're continuing to impress that consciously or unconsciously. They've probably taken deep root into your subconscious mind. And so the only way to get out of this pattern is to start pulling the weeds, is to start planting new flowers, start planting what you want into your subconscious mind so that you can have the results that you want. Your results in life tell you exactly verbatim what you've been thinking. And so if you don't like the current results that you have in your life, you have to go back to, what was I feeling? What emotions did I have? What was the vibration I was in? And what were the thoughts? What were the beliefs I had about myself, about what's possible? Was I trying to set a new goal, but I was sabotaging it with a negative thought I have had about myself for so many years? It was just automatic. That's why this is so tricky, why most people need accountability, coaching, and support in shifting and in taking the weeds out of their subconscious mind, really pulling the weeds, adding new in, really making sure that the garden that you're growing in your subconscious mind is going to get you what you want. So just checking my notes. Covered all of that. So in order to get the new results that you want, the new things that you really want, you have to focus on what you want. You have to focus on who you will become. You have to focus on who you will be at that goal, and impress that into the garden. Create a new garden. I love drawing pictures because it helps me learn, so you could do all kinds of artwork on the picture of what you're planting in your subconscious mind, what you want to plant, what's going to help you get to your goal. And the only way we get that to work for a new result is to plant that over and over and over and over again, sort of like a rotor rooter. The less attention you give to the weeds, In this instance, you pull them, you don't give them any more attention. They're going to go away. You're going to give all your attention to the flowers, what you're planting that is going to get you the results you want. So eventually you have more and more distance from those things that used to hold you back, those statements that you used to say to yourself over and over again that would hold you back. So do they necessarily go away? I think at some point they go away, but they don't get as loud, they don't get as powerful because you're taking charge, of how you're planting, what you're planting in your subconscious mind to get you the results that you want. So anybody have any questions for me today? Open to questions. I kind of went through that quicker than I expected, but I wanted to also announce to you for the very first time, we'll put a link below in the chat, and then you're going to be seeing posts probably every single day until April 5th. But today we are opening up the registration for my 5-day workshop, my next 5-day workshop, which goes from April 5th to April 9th. And it's going to be at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in the group. I know I hear my kitty too. I try to do this while they're napping, but this one is up right now. So she's locked out of the room. So that's when the new class is going to be. The new class for 5-day class is called Mindset Mastery to Riches, Unlock Your Genius to 10x Your Income. So again, Mindset Mastery to Riches. We're going to really study about how to master your mindset to get the goals, the riches, the wealth that you want in your life. And part of that is unlocking your genius, your unique genius within yourself, in order to, so that you can 10x your income, really get to your goals that you want to achieve this year. Still, it's only March, you guys. So we have a long time left to this year. So make sure you register for the workshop April 5th tonight. Register early because we'll have a lot of people on. And then we'll be sending your workbook a little closer to April 5th. You'll get a workbook for the event. We'll have lots of fun here. We're going to give away some prizes. And it's really for you to learn and take yourself to the next level. So I appreciate you so much being in the Living Powerfully community and listening to, whether you're on the replay or whether you're live today. Thank you for listening. And as always, send me a DM if you have any questions, have any topics you'd like me to cover, and I'm happy to connect with you. So have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.